Plumbers, electricians, HVAC techs, and yes, even garage door professionals are worth their weight in gold. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the massive shortage that is hitting the essential home service trades and why right now is the best time to start your own home service business. Let's party. Hey pros, thanks for stopping by. My name is Santiago from SOS Garage Door Service, and I do have a home service business here in the Southern California area, being able to service a number of customers throughout the 20 years that I've been in this business. And to be honest with you, I really love this topic about the underserved needs, the underserved community right now within the home service trades. Currently right now, I've been able to talk to a number of great professionals that are looking to start their own home service business. And that excites me a lot because these professionals are very aware of the huge need that their profession has within their industry, within their community, and of course, within themselves in starting their own home service business. And even though it is not all roses, it's not all peaches and cream starting a home service business or even starting any business, it is worth it. And in this video, we're going to share with you some compelling reasons why the home service industry trades and home service businesses are truly underserved. And we'll just give you some really interesting statistics. Number one, skilled labor shortage. Now think about this. Now it's interesting to see that there's a lot of people out there who are talking about, well, there's just no one that wants to do the work. But one of the statistics that I came upon was it highlights the persistent and growing needs for skilled labored workers and the shortage across the home service industries. For example, I have a colleague of mine who went through a lot of turnover in his home service business. In fact, he was dealing with a number of employees that he was having to train himself. And honestly, that was a detriment to him specifically because that was time required on his part to be able to sit with his technicians in a truck for weeks at a time to be able to show them the tricks and tips of the trades. So it's not so much that he couldn't find anyone not willing to work. It was more of an issue of making sure that that worker, that technician was skilled to the degree where they were going to be able to pretty much just be weaned off. And I've got a lot of bad lighting here. I think I'm going to lower my light real quick. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. And so, for example, one report predicts that a shortage of about 550,000 plumbers will hit at around 2027. That's about a couple of years from now. And nearly about 30% of electricians are close to retirement. So we think about the baby boomer, right now the baby boomers who are going into that retirement phase, that retirement season of their life. All of the plumbers. I happen to know a number of garage door guys. In my community, for example, I know a garage door guy who's nowhere to be seen. And I kept on asking, hey, where's Alex? Where's Alex at? And he was great. Alex was great at what he did and who he was as a professional, but he's no longer in this area. And so it just blows my mind that, most professionals are finding their way out. Usually it's because of burnout. I'm not saying that happened in the case of Alex, but what I will say is that there's a lot of turnover. And if you are building your home service business and say you are working with a number of technicians, you want to make sure that, again, that they are trained and skilled properly. So that number will tend to exponentially grow if the need is not met. So skilled labor shortage is one of the reasons why, again, getting into the home service trades is so important because we need to train this underserved generation for people within the community that have these home service needs. Hey, home service pros, are you looking for a real game changer for your business? Well, listen up. Today I'm sharing 3 compelling reasons why you should be using Jobber. First, Jobber gives you superior organization and efficiency. Imagine all your client information, job details, and search history in one accessible space. No more digging through binders or searching through spreadsheets. This means faster responses to clients and a smoother workday every day. Next, Jobber delivers enhanced professionalism and customer communication. From professional-looking quotes and invoices that get you paid faster to automated appointment reminders that reduce no-shows. Jobber helps you build trust and look incredibly polished to your clients. it seriously can elevate your brand. And finally, the power of time-saving automation. Jobber handles those repetitive tasks, sending follow-ups, managing schedules, even dispatching. This frees up your valuable time so you can focus on what you do best, serving your customers and growing your business, not getting bogged down in admin. Ready to experience these benefits for yourself? Click the link in the description or in our bio to get a free 14-day trial and a special discount on Jobber today. Now, another reason is that there's an aging housing stock. Older homes are typically requiring more maintenance, repairs, upgrades. You can think about roofing, plumbing, of course, garage door. And garage door sometimes is usually the last investment being done to the home. Clearly, people want to do bathroom renos, they want to do kitchen renos, and that's perfectly fine. But a little statistic here, one of the best return of investments to your home is the garage door. When you replace the garage door with a quality garage door and a nice functioning, high-tech, perhaps maybe Wi-Fi enabled battery backup garage door opener, that's going to provide a lot of return of investment whenever you decide to sell your home. So thinking of the increasing need of skilled professionals and this increasing need that older houses are going to need repairs, yeah, the communities we serve are underserved, to be quite honest with you. A next point why these communities are also being underserved is the technological advancements. So think about, for example, all the new tech that is coming out. I just think with regards to, like, for example, like plumbing, HVAC, a lot of those new systems have the smart home thermostat. You know, garage doors is not far from it as well. For example, garage doors now have Wi-Fi enabled garage door openers. So the technological advancements have, they've catapulted a lot of these home service trades due to the fact that they need to be on top of all the changing technology. I happen to love the fact that some of these garage door companies that I work with, for example, Genie has an innovation center where they will continue to do their part to make sure that the garage door openers that they make is just packed with technology for that forward future home or that forward thinking future family. And I do see from time to time that whenever you put tech into a home service need, you're just going to need, again, a lot more skilled professionals to learn how to work with these specific parts and this specific tech. So there's a lot of opportunity, lots of opportunity. There's also consumer demand for upgrades. Homeowners are increasingly willing to invest in repairs, upgrades, remodeling, especially as a home raises in value or goes up in value. Again, going back to the garage door replacement, a garage door replacement, garage door system, I'll include the motor, will have roughly about 100 to about 110, almost like 115 return of investment. So just think in terms like, for example, if you bought a garage door, we'll just say you bought it for $2,000, right? Well, you're going to get those $2,000 back and then some with regards to the sale of the home, or if you're trying to rent the home, things of that nature. I tend to find that when customers demand, and the demand is not necessarily that the demand, even though they do demand sometimes, it's just the need. There's this huge need. And customers are looking to be able to upgrade their property because by doing so, they're going to be able to keep that property at a high resale value, at a high market value. It's going to also help out with a sale in the future in the event that they do have to sell. There's just so many benefits going with now these remodels that are available within the community. And for a home service professional like you, well, you can truly be a trusted advisor, an integral piece within those needs within the community. So think in terms of how that is just going to, again, help your business grow when you are looking at the underserved communities, the underserved families within your communities. Another reason why these industries or the home service trades are underserved is because of convenience and outsourcing. Now, why is this interesting? Well, many homeowners, especially busy professionals and younger families, they're always opting to outsource home services than rather doing it yourself. I believe that to be true. There is a generation right now that still, well, I'll put it to you this way. There's a generation that wants to DIY their stuff. And I completely respect that. For some reason, I get a lot of DIYers on my SOS Garage Door channel, and they think that I'm disparaging. They think that I'm talking down to them. I'm really not. I'm just simply presenting the realities of what a garage door repair would require if you're doing it on your own. Take into account that most homeowners, most families don't have all of the right tech necessary to repair their garage door system. So when they try to DIY it, there's always some sort of workaround. There's always some sort of like hack that they're doing to get their garage door system right. Now, because that generation, I would say, it's not everyone. There are a number of people. There's a number of families that would prefer to outsource. They would prefer to have someone who's a professional do the work. And due to the less free time that these families are having and the desire for convenience, yeah, they're going to call up a contractor. Most of these families probably have a profession, or they have basically a work schedule or a family life that where they want to be able to buy back their time. In other words, they could easily DIY it, but they think, what would that cost me? I would much rather prefer to hire a professional. And they're not going to look for the guys that are advertising on TV, right? They're not going to look for those guys on TV. They're going to be going through the TikToks, the Instagrams, the YouTube channels, and they're going to find out, hey, can I trust this guy? He's pretty reputable. They're going to go through a few of your videos. They're going to go through a few of your posts, all of the stuff that you share as value content on your channel. That's one of the reasons why we do what we do with regards to our SOS channel. And in fact, in our coaching, we provide a number of great direction, a great mentorship to be able to do that type of work, be able to grow your home service business with a strong presence online, with a YouTube channel, so on and so forth. If you're interested, just getting more information, there's a link down below to our brand brainstorming igniter. And this just gives you some insight on what you can do to be able to grow your business and starting your business, your home service business. So again, this just fuels the further demand for professional services. When you see this undeserved community looking to be able to save their time, looking to be able to get the stuff done right and at the right price, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. In fact, for garage door professionals, there are a number of opportunities right now that are up for grabs within our industry. And I'm just going to share with you a little bit of the statistics. Right now, the market growth globally for garage doors is projected to reach approximately $6.9 billion by 2032. But here's where this gets sobering. If you think about that 6.9 billion number, well, that's not necessarily like a money grab per se. It's more of a reality check in the sense that there is an industry that is projected to grow. And that industry needs a certain level of professionals, skilled professionals, that will be able to handle that work. And we see it all the time in many industries. I can definitely say within the garage door industry, there is a number of young professionals, even older professionals, that need the guidance necessary to tend to that needs. So if you understand how money works, if you understand how exponential compound money growth works, you know that from $1 million to $1 billion, 6.9 billion, almost 7 billion, that is a huge gap. That's where we would, again, have that sobering thought that we would need to do a lot to train the future generations that will handle that specific growth within the garage door industry. And That's just one statistic. Another statistic that I think is also worth talking about is the safety and security aspect. Homeowners are investing in robust and reliable garage door safety precautions to enhance the protection of their home. Now more than ever, I think I see that a lot. I think I see a lot of people ask me, they'll come to me and they'll express to me, hey, what is the best system for mitigating break-ins? I want to be able to have a garage door opener with a camera. I want to be able to get notifications when someone's coming in and out. I want to be able to understand when my garage door opens, how many times, and who's opening it. Trust me, all the technological advancements that we talked about earlier is now in our garage door openers. And more importantly, the safety needs that are required nowadays it's tough to say, but I believe it's necessary in this ever-changing world. So if we are being honest, I think in a lot of ways, there's a lot of older guys who are in the garage door industry or perhaps pick any trade, and they'll think like, oh, this is too much tech. I don't want my garage door opener to have Wi-Fi. I don't even want to offer Wi-Fi. Well, yeah, you could be doing that, but again, that would be a disservice. We would be underserving our community that's looking for these specific needs, and they want to be able to, again, they just want to be able to feel safe. So what we've shared with you in this video hopefully has enticed you to think about the opportunity of starting your home service business. Again, right now, it's never been a better time to get into home service trades. And even though there might be some daunting things involved with it, for example, getting your business started, it's not super hard. It's not impossible. I'll say that, because learning all of these skills and the skills that you currently have right now, acquiring the skills and then the muscle memory of working with the home service trade, you're going to be able to combine those two. You're going to be able to be a service to your community. You're going to be able to help so many families. You're going to keep them safe, sound. You're going to help them feel trusted, and you're going to be able to just provide a level of service for an underserved. I keep wanting to say under. What is it that I want to say? I keep wanting to say undeserved, but what I really want to say is underserved. And because they are underserved, they do deserve a professional like yourself, someone who cares about the home service industry, who cares about servicing their customers, to keeping families safe, to keeping families secure, to being able to provide a level of service with integrity that's going to just make you a stellar business within your community. Yes, there's definitely a lot of reasons right now to start your home service business. If you are looking for help and you need some sort of mentorship, you need someone to be able to guide you through this process, there's a link down below. We definitely want to be able to do that. But remember, right now there's an underserved community, and the quicker we get to serving them, the quicker we'll be able to grow our home service business.